That's what's up, family. That's what's up, family. So you always been a solo artist, or do you got a
That's a
crew?
good question. So I started. So when I first got in the game, my artist name was Keez. Actually, it wasn't Keezay Fooliano. Keez is
Got
also my nickname. But at that time, I used to Google myself a lot. Now I used to see like a lot of Keezes and shit like that. You dig what I'm saying? So I'm like, I gotta try to be stand. So I gotta stand out, try to be a little different. So Keezay is also my nickname too. And
Gotcha.
then so Keezay is the AY from Keys and shit like that. You dig what I'm saying?
Mm.
So and then the Fooliano came from me and my foolies, like we call each other foolies and shit like that. So we just call each other, so I just ran with the Fooliano joint. And then we started, so I started a crew named BTS in middle school. But that wasn't like even like a music group. It was just like I'm like just a crew. You dig what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then I'm gonna say 2015, I think we was it's called BTS Skrilla Gang. You feel me? So the BTS Skrilla Gang was actually a music group. It was me, my man BG. You dig? So me, my man BG, Fly Tie, my man Apex Ali. So me and BG was kind of like the leading artists and stuff like that. But it was a little turmoil going on. Everybody wanted to, like communication was a little off and shit like that. You dig? So the group didn't last. Yeah, the group didn't last that long. You dig? So and then I just went solo and did my own thing and shit like that. But I always had like a team behind me though. Like my uncle supported me early in my career and shit like that. And when I first came out, I actually had a song with Hellrell and Dry Rider, which is on YouTube and shit too. Niggas from Dipset. Yeah, so that's pretty dope. A lot of people don't even know that. If you dig what I'm saying, so
Yeah. Why you still ain't pushing that joint?
Oh, bro, I dropped that in 2012. You feel me? Like that joint, you dig? Like that. Yeah, it's not like I dropped that a minute ago.
Yeah.
Feel me? So that was but that actually kind of took my career a little off and shit like that. Like people started taking me more serious and shit like that. You feel me?
Yeah.
So that shit did some good numbers and shit. And then I don't know if you heard about like the Boston bombing, like the Boston bombing and shit. Like it was a bombing in Boston. Yeah. So that was like around that time too.
Oh, okay.
You feel me? And however he's supposed to come do the video, but he had some family problems or something like that. So we was moving. So but we was definitely moving. Like that song, it's still lit too. Like you can check on YouTube. Keys featuring How Well Ball on YouTube.
Yeah. Okay.
Flip, what up, baby?
Definitely gonna check that out, family. That's what's up, bro. So you definitely got some history, family. You definitely got some history in music.
Yeah, bro, I've been putting work in, man. I got a lot of stuff on my resume, man. You dig?
Yeah.
But your mother's favorite, you dig? So you know how that go. you know how that go.
Well, talk to him, family. Talk to him.
You feel me? Underrated, but your mother's favorite, baby. You dig?
Yeah, man. So, on the serious note, man, you lost any loved ones on the way?
100%. I lost my best friend Georgie right after high school. It's crazy because his little bro birthday was last night and shit like that. So I was thinking about him all last night, yesterday and shit like that. That was like one of my first heartbreaks and shit like that. Like we used to see each other close and shit like that. And then he got murdered right across the street from his crib. And the crazy part is, RP my brother Georgie. It's crazy because we just graduated high school and shit like that. You feel me? Yeah. And then so when you graduate high school and then you want to go back to school, and chill over there and shit like that.
Yeah.
So he wanted me to go with him and shit. But I'm like, yo, bro, we just graduated last week. What you doing? You did? Like, what? Like, bro, why we going right now?
Oh, man, so this was just like a week after.
Yeah, so we graduated probably like, I'm gonna say like a month or something like that. Or probably like 2-3 weeks, and then he went back that same day before he got murdered and stuff like that. So he went to go to school and shit like that, and then he seen everybody. But the crazy thing is, because I was supposed to be there with him and shit like that. You feel me? So he told me to come, but I told him I didn't want to, I didn't want to go and shit like that. So I'll be my bro Josie, man. I miss him, and I just lost my other close friend too, my man Grease. I'll be my nigga Grease, ski. In a car accident during the pandemic, and that shit sucks because since the pandemic, niggas wasn't really going outside and shit like that. You feel me?
Right.
So when that shit happened, that shit kind of fucked me up and shit too. So like that shit, like it's crazy because when you have like real friends and shit like that, it's hard to really get those. You dig what I'm saying? And when you lose those, you dig, your heart turn cold and some real shit. You dig what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So what up, baby? Shit, baby.
As far as like speaking of the pandemic, how has it changed your environment. You know what I mean? Because out here in California, I ain't gonna lie, for like the
Shit
first
was
year,
different. Shit is different,
these
right?
old cats was dropping like flies out here, my nigga. I'm like,
Yeah.
every other week it was somebody that was over 50 that was just passing off. You feel what I'm saying? And
Mm-hmm.
it definitely affected a lot of things, a lot of the environment in California. So how was it and how did it affect you personally and your environment?
Yeah,
If it
bro. The first year, man, Massachusetts was actually one that, like Boston. I'm from Boston, so
right.
like Boston wasn't playing. Like shit was shut down. A lot of shit was shut down for a minute. Like shit just started opening up like the last couple months and shit like that. You dig what
Yeah,
I'm
that's how
saying?
it
Like
too.
which is like Boston actually did a good job shutting shit down. Trying to prevent it to keep on spreading and shit like that. So they did a good job with that. But the whole vibe is different, bro. Like you couldn't even if you did go to the bar and the bar was open, like you couldn't stand up and you couldn't dance with nobody, or you couldn't do too much. Like you had to stand right there, have your mask on so people can't see how you look and shit like that.
All
So
right.
the vibe, so the vibe was super different. It was weird. You feel me? It was super weird. But how I went through it, it was either. I feel like I say this all the time. I feel like if your hustle didn't get turned up to another level during the pandemic, then you don't have no hustle in you at all. You feel me? Because you did. Because I bought my own camera. I was coming up with crazy ideas because I was getting paid and shit, but I couldn't do nothing. I was in the crib, so I was just coming up with crazy ideas. And I ended up dropping my Fully Season EP and like during the pandemic. But since you couldn't do the interviews and stuff like that, like face to face, so I was doing like a lot of IG live interviews. So I was still in tune. I was still promoting heavy and shit like that. So, but it was definitely crazy, bro. It was definitely weird. I'm just glad that I'm still here. And shouts to everybody who did lose anybody during during the pandemic stuff, like, cause that shit was real. And I just try to be healthy and trying to be keep it cool. You feel me? Trying to be clean and shit like that. You feel me? Trying to stay away from the nasties.
So currently right now, as far as how you see the music industry from your point of view, do you think that rap is in a healthy condition? Do you think where do you think it's at right now?
That's a good question, bro. I think it's evolving. You feel me? It's definitely evolving. It's evolving for the I could say better, but as being a rapper, you really gotta. So we got a target on our back and shit like that. So we gotta really move. Like you really gotta move militant though. You feel me? As in, like the violence wise, what happened in the rap game and shit like that. We losing a lot of young legends and shit like that. Because niggas haters, and just being a rapper is it's like you got a target in your back and shit like that. So I wish the violence would stop. To be honest with you, you dig what I'm saying? Too much shit going on. Niggas I feel like everybody could be getting money, but it's a lot of haters in this game and shit like that. And then I feel like this is the only culture that really deal with a lot of violence and shit like that. As being a rapper and shit like that, you feel me? And it shouldn't be like that, because rock stars don't gotta deal with that, R&B niggas don't gotta deal with that, none of that shit like that. You feel me? So the violence wise is getting worse, but money wise, music wise, it's definitely evolving and stuff like that. But if violence could go way lower, if that shit could stop, then rap would be super beautiful, 100% beautiful. You feel me? You dig? But
so how do you feel about the independent game from when you started taking your music career back in 2015 to now? You feel what I'm saying? Do you see a bigger difference?
Bigger difference, bro.
And that independent artists actually have a much wider opportunity to make it, and actually it seems like you pretty much jailed now when you get signed. You feel what I'm saying? It's like you can't do shit no more. It's actually better to stay independent. A lot of artists don't know, especially rappers. You feel what I'm saying? Because I talk to a lot of rappers on the independent scene, and I asked them what's their goals, and a lot of their main goals, a lot of their top goals is to try to get signed. And I'm like, well, why do you want to be controlled? You feel what I'm saying? So my thing is how do you see what is the differences that you see from when you first started till now?
Man, bro, when I first started, niggas didn't even have no Apple Music. There was no Spotify.
Facts.
You dig? It was no TikTok.
It was the basically it was no major outlets to really distribute your music to an audience. Basically,
Nah, it really wasn't, bro.
yeah.
Only thing was like, it was like YouTube always, because YouTube been here forever. And it was iTunes. It was like the 99-cent joint. You feel me?
Yeah.
So that game. So when I got in the game, was super different and shit like that. Like, it was always good to stay independent though and be independent. But people don't understand that even being independent, you still have. It's like, because you're not like, okay, so if you're independent but you're not signed to a major shit, but you got to make sure you had that bag. Like, you got to make sure the hustle's on, because you spending all